This review has been brought to you in part by Main Irish Airsoft. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Oddie's Airsoft. Last video out, we looked at the very uber cool, uber sexy 416C from VFC, which is a fully traded gun. Now that's the sort of short combat range gun. But now we're going to have a look at the big brother of the 416C and look at the 416D. Now, basically there's two guns that look very similar. There's the 417 and then there's the 416D. Both are M4 style guns, but the 417 is a 7.62 platform, whereas this is a 5.56 platform. That's basically the size of the round that it will push out. Now, Mark, no stranger to the channel, owns a 417. He owns a 416C, and I think he is looking to get himself the 416D down the line. He's a bit of a HK whore. And having shot real steel HK 416s, yeah, it was a 416 we shot. I have to say, very, very nice gun indeed. And I've become a big fan of this type of M4 style. Very different from the normal standard M4. They're much more sort of straighter lines, and they have a very unique look, very unique looking stock. So, as I said, this is a standard M4 length. It comes with a barrel extension here, which you can unscrew and take down. But if you do that, because you want a shorter M4, you can do that, but you would then need to change out the inner barrel and put in a smaller, shorter inner barrel to fit that. It's a bit of a task to do, but it is possible. Now, as I said, this is a lot more vanilla-esque than, say, the 416C, because that's quite a specialized piece, and the 417 does look slightly more aggressive in many ways, because it has, you know, a different configuration because of the 7.62 rounds that it's going to be carrying. But if you're looking and you're in the market for something that has that bit of something different from a normal standard M4, then I really would check this one out. So starting with the top, we have the 363 inner barrel as standard. Now, what you can do, as I said, you can make that a little bit shorter if you want. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can. Coming down, it has full metal riz rail all the way down. It has a working bolt catch, and it has the very, very nice, sexy standard 5-position HK stock. Now, on the stock, it has a little ring here at the top, and it has then two side straight rings, so you can fit any kind of lanyard or bungee or anything like that to hook up there. So that's kind of makes it really, really nice. Batteries obviously go in the back here, which is the standard. And then, you know, moving back down into the main body, it has all the HK trades, because VFC have gone out of their way to get all the licensing to allow them use the HK trades on the actual gun itself. You've got all the numbering along the top of the riz rail, which is a really nice touch. You have two sights, which you know, personally, I'd probably take off and put something like a Magpul flip-up sight or something like that. Or indeed, you put some optics up there. Standard 300 round mag, and the great thing about it is they have opted to stay with the proper HK style and licensed stock and pistol grip, which makes it a lot more real looking. As I said to you already, we have a full working bolt catch, and yeah, all in all, it is a solid performer. Now, VFC make the gearboxes with their self-shimming technology. All the gears are self-shimming. Now, there is nothing wrong with that, but it does make them rather loud and noisy. Now, similar to the 416C, Chris here at Main Irish Airsoft, where I've picked up this gun for the Spotlight review, he actually has tinkered with the insides of a 416, pimped it out and changed it completely. So we're going to get him to come in at the end of this video and explain what he has done with one of these to make it really, really purr along. Again, out of the box, rate of fire, it's not outstanding. It's about typical for an M4 style gun, which is the way it should be. It's a 1000 RPM motor in the pistol grip, which is allowing for, I think, you know, around the 14 to 15 BBs per second. And I don't think you need that to be any more, not for this style of gun. It has the same hop-up unit as all of the VFC 416, 417 range. It is a wheeled system that's similar to the Mad Bull M4 hop unit. Right, as promised, I have Chris from MIA here. Chris is an amazing gun tech, and he owns not only the 416C that we looked at in a previous video, he owns a 417 HK, and he also owns a HK 416D. And in his words, he's modded the bollocks out of it as well. So what did you do differently to the 41D? Now, as we said, out of the box, this is around, it's close to 50 meters range, because it's a slightly longer gun than the C. But you have put this, and you've modded it to a point where you can hit nearly 80 meters with it.
Near enough, close enough, yeah, I'd say. Yeah.
And let me tell you, that is a massive, putting 30 meters on any airsoft device that's a fair bit of work. So what did you do to achieve that?
There's a fair bit of barrel modifications need to be done to it. You have to modify the hop up window, modify your hop rubber, modify the arm in the hop unit as well, and get it as good a seal you can on the cylinder kit. Done all that, fitted an extended flat hop or hop, whatever they call it. Well, 2 or 3 names for it, but that's what I done, and it increased the range greatly over standard.
And then you also then took apart the gearbox.
Done the gears.
So you took out because it's a self-shimming gearbox. So you got rid of all of the internals, took out the bushings, is it?
Yeah, removed bushings, 8mm bearings again. Standard gear set, 16:1 gear set. Modified.
Because it's something that on the last video that you hit on, you said that you would prefer to have range over rate of fire. So you'd actually be able to outrange people than actually spray them with a load of BBs. Which, when you think about it, it actually makes a lot more sense.
Better for gaming, I think, rather than sort of 50 million BBs coming at you or spitting them out, changing mags every 2 seconds.
Because the late, great Dave Barry, who built my gun, he was a whore for
rates of fire.
Rates of fire. Everything was mow them down as fast as you can.
Wind the mag as you're pulling the trigger. That was Dave.
But your thinking is more slow it down, get more accuracy.
More accuracy, more range.
Get more range. And outplay them.
It's definitely better. Pick them off from further afield, further away even. I changed motor in my one as well. I went for Classic Army Extreme motor, and there's an ASCU unit in it as well, which modifies everything inside them, basically electronic trigger.
So that's the MOSFET, isn't it? And that allows you to do three round bursts and
full auto or just semi only. I might modify the 417 for just semi only and see how we go.
So basically you really have taken the whole insides and redesigned a whole lot.
Just basically kept
but
the shell.
Isn't that the great thing about these particular guns, that out of the box they are good to go, but down the line you have so much potential to upgrade them and make them into a complete beast. The shells on these, the externals are super, aren't they?
Lovely finish on them.
Lovely finish, really well put together guns, but then having the extra ability to really tinker the insides out and trick them out.
Go mad.
So if you're looking for a gun straight out of the box that's going to be fairly handy, hitting targets, man-sized targets around the 50 meter range, you really need to check this one out. I mean, HK, they're a nice looking M4. VFC do an outstanding job putting these together. Everything about them is really, really solid, very, very tasty looking. And as I said, retailing around the 489 mark. It is a big ask, but what you're getting is top quality and a gun that has so many parts that can be customized, from the inner barrel to a precision barrel to the actual gearbox. You can shim the life out of it. You can do anything you want. You can change the actual motor in the pistol grip so you run faster. As I said, there's so many things you can do that really will make this purr along. So, you know, out of the box, it's a lot of money, but you're going to get a quality gun that's going to last you a long, long time. You're not going to have any failures. Now, that said, I'm talking about the externals. They're not going to fail you. Internally, guns always shit gears down the line. It's part and parcel of the sport we play. So, you know, you either have to have a good gun tech like I do in Chris, or you learn to do it yourself, which is a little bit more intricate. But do you know what? For the guys out there who like doing it, it's more fun. So this has been a quick look at the HK 416D, the 556 platform M4 from VFC. A stunning looking gun. Check him out at Main Irish Airsoft. And do you know what? We'll catch you in the next video. See you soon, guys. This review has been brought to you in part by Main Irish Airsoft.